Give it for Jenn Schatz!
Thank you so much. Is this mic on? Thank you. Oh boy, it's been a long time. Hello, thank you so much for coming out to the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater. I'm Sally Kellerman, and I'll be singing some songs for you tonight. Well, most of you know me from the screens, large and small, but many of you may not know that I'm equally as passionate about singing and the art form that is cabaret. This first song that I'm going to sing to you tonight is, well, it reminds me of my co-star from the film Back to School and my dear, dear friend, the late Rodney Dangerfield. He had the heart of an angel and the eyes of an African bullfrog. Rest in peace, darling. It had to be you. It had to be you, oh Rodney. Around and finally found somebody who could make me laugh. That man could make me laugh, could make me feel true. And his timing, he had the timing of a Swiss pocket watch. One time he said, my wife is a terrible cook. I never knew toast had bones. It had to be you, wonderful you. It had to be bum, 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 you. Thank you so much. I'm a California girl. I grew up in the countryside, in the valley, the San Fernando Valley, and you know, back then we were so carefree. I would just lay out in the sun all day until my skin was a beautiful golden brown like a gorgeous Italian leather barker lounger. I would take lovers. Something. Anastasia, the sailing instructor that summer in Mexico. We weren't worried about cancer or AIDS or any of that nonsense. Time. This next song always reminds me of my carefree California days when I was making love with strangers on beaches and in nature reserves, abandoned horse farms, feeling the earth beneath my bare back and feeling the earth move. The sky tumbling down or tumbling down like that damn earthquake back in '94. When are you there for that? Destroyed my entire submarine. Contractors took me for all I was worth. You know, these people see a celebrity and they just double their estimates. I think I got through an entire bottle of Chenin Blanc before I was finished dust busting all the broken glass out of my Yorkshire Terrier's fur. Little Gomez was never the same after that experience. A tumbling down, a tumbling down, a tumbling down. Thank you so much. Beautiful crowd, beautiful people, young people. You know, that earthquake was hard. But we couldn't have good times if we didn't have bad times, right? Speaking of good times, I often think back to the year 1970 when I was shooting a little film called MASH. Thank you. Thank you, sir. We were on location out in Malibu. I remember meeting Elliot Gould for the first time. Oh, what a crush I had on him. You younger gals may not realize this, but Elliot Gould was quite the catch back then. You know? He may look just like some old Jewish grandpa to you now. Back then he was a real leading man. That was back when real men were stars. Rugged, flawed, toothsome. Those Jonas Brothers garbage. Speaking of leading men, I remember Donald Sutherland saying to me once, he said, "Listen, kid, you do what you gotta do in this business, whether it's showing a little tit, having an affair, or cleaning up some mess for a studio head. The trick is to never let on that you care about anything, except for the business of show." I always knew Donnie was a sociopath. This next song that I'm going to sing for you is actually a song that was written for that very film. The game of life is hard to play. I'm gonna lose it anyway. The losing card I'll someday lay. So this is all I have to say. 'Cause suicide is painless. It brings on many changes. And I can take or leave it if I please. And I will leave that because, you know, life is so filled with delicious and sensual moments for us to enjoy. That's all we have is these little moments in life, you know. What kind of dummy would take their own life? Yeah. But on a serious note, if you are considering taking your own life, please do yourself a favor and visit www.suicidelifelineprevention.org. And remember, life is yummy. Thank you so much.
Suicide is painless. It brings on Jenn Schatz, everyone.